Okay, we're looking at Math Models Unit 6, Lesson 5, and this is going to be dealing with some other kinds of deductions that you see on paychecks when you make money, you will see that you are paying for Social Security and Medicare, and Medicare and Social Security are government benefits that if you need them, they're available to you if you qualify. And everyone pays in. So it's a way that the government takes care of the poor or the disabled or elderly. And so everybody who works pays a little bit into this. And so we're going to talk through a little bit of how that goes. It also deals with unemployment insurance. And so with unemployment, it's very basic. And I sent a document out with some information that you'll need. It has the federal withholding table, and it has unemployment benefit information, Social Security contributions, Medicare contribution information. So you can just use this document instead of having to scroll back and up and down. So unemployment benefits are 1% of the annual salary weekly, and the highest you can make is $426 every week. So unemployment would be as you lost your job due to the company, laying people off or whatever, and you would get benefits until you found a new job. So it's 1% of annual salary. This is very basic. So we're just going to take, in this example, Susie lives in Dallas and lost her job when her company downsized. She worked there for 5 years and earned $28,500 last year. She applied for unemployment insurance. What will her benefit be? So a couple things to say. You have to have worked for the past year. So if it doesn't have more than a year or more of work, they do not qualify. And then it's just 1%. So we do 1% of 28,500 and we get 285, and that is it. That's it. You just do 1%. Weekly benefit is 1% of the salary. And more of the same. Morgan lives in Austin, lost a job, worked there for 3 years. He earned 1,750 bi-weekly. So we need to multiply that to find the total. That's going to be times 26. And then we're going to do 1% of that. So let's do 26 times 1,750. And then we're going to multiply that. We're going to do 1% of that amount. And we get 455. Well, the problem is you can't make 455. So he maxes out at 426. You can't make more than 426. So anytime you get an answer that's higher than 426, you just stop and go 426. 3, 4, 5, all are the same. Unemployment. Then we get to the questions about Social Security and Medicare. And I think these are all the same types of questions. Yep. So I'm just going to do one of these actually because they are pretty simple. Henry has a job that pays $48,500 annually. What is the yearly deduction for Social Security? So looking at our chart, you'll see that for Social Security, employees pay 4.2% of their salary. So we're going to do 4.2% of this amount right here. So 4.2% of 48,000. I'll just put it in this way. Sorry, 48500. 2,037 annually. Yearly deduction for Medicare. We'll go to our formula. 1.45%. 1.45% of, again, 48,500. 703. 25. There it is. So all of this is going to be the same. So you need to find the annual salary. If it says annual, otherwise, like this one says each paycheck. So you need to find out how much each paycheck is. So if they make $32,800 per year and it's monthly, then you find out how much each month is and then calculate the amount for that. Weekly, bi-weekly, it's all the same. Just make sure you're adjusting for how frequently they're paid. Or if it asks for annual, then you need to find out the annual salary. So you just need to read carefully and make sure you're calculating either each paycheck or annually to make sure that you're doing that correctly.